Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a long time since I've dropped a video, and that is because I was under the weather, but I'm happy to be back on my feet again. So on this video I'll be showing you how to revamp a wig. Please pardon my voice, I caught cold, so my throat is not so clear. So back to what I was saying, this is actually my wig. I thought to add some ginger highlights to it to make it look different and beautiful, because I've rocked it as all black for quite some time now. So the first thing I did was to mix my bleach solution. I've actually made a video on how to mix powder bleach solution, so because it's going to be two procedures to getting this wig revamped and colored. So the first is to use the powdered bleach, which I've mixed already. I'll paste the link on how to mix powder bleach solution on the comments, so you can also use that link to learn how to mix powder bleach. Like I said earlier, I'll be adding highlights to the wig, so I'm not changing the color of the whole wig, just some parts. So this is how I add my highlights. I'll cut a small part of the wig. I started from the back, so I'll cut a small part, then I'll raise some hairs up because I don't want the whole tip of the hair to catch the color. Raise some of the hair up, and then the remaining tip that is small or quite tiny is what I'm going to apply the bleach on. Mind you, bleach are so strong, so the minute you put you may not see it like, oh, this is too small, too little, but after you wash it, that's when you now see that it cuts the whole hair. So that's why it is advised to raise some part of the hair up before you apply your bleach powder on the remaining strands. This is for people who want to add highlights, but if you are bleaching the whole wig, then you don't need to do this. If you're changing the color of the whole wig, then you don't need to do this. You should just apply the bleach solution from the beginning to the tip of the hair. To get a more effective result, you can wrap with foil paper. You get a foil paper and wrap the bleached part of the hair. The foil paper is used for two reasons. One of the reasons is to retain heat during the developing process and then allow the bleach to lift evenly through the hair, through the bleached part of the hair. And secondly is to protect the highlighted hair from the natural hair, so that the bleach solution doesn't seep into the natural hair and then mess up the work. But then if you're careful, you can as well do it without the foil paper. You can do it without the foil paper and not have the bleach solution seep into other parts of the hair. So at this point, I've moved over to the second path where I'm raising the hair so that I can have the little path, like a tiny hair strands, where I can apply the bleach solution on it. And that's how I'm going to go throughout the hair. I won't apply on every line, so I'm going to skip some lines and then do some lines, just so that I just have the colors, like a touch of the ginger color on some part, not on every part. And yeah, just so you know, I'm using a gold color bleach for this procedure. This is the first procedure, and it is required to use a gold or white light color bleach for this before you change to the primary color. So this is just like the secondary procedure. So this is what I meant by I don't want to color the whole tip, so I'm going to take out some lines and then leave some other lines. So this is what I meant. The line before this other line I'm working on, I just had to drop it. Then I'm working on this line, and that's what I'm going to do on the next line. I'm going to drop the next line and then work on the one after it. Okay, so at this point I've finished with coloring the hair, so I'm down to the closure. So for the closure, I'm not going to raise any tips because I want to give the closure a full highlight. So I'm just going to color from the beginning, not beginning, maybe from the middle to the tip of the closure, because I want the closure to pop. I want the highlight to pop on the closure. This is how I explained initially. If you want the complete tip, if you don't want to raise up some parts, if you want the color to catch majority of the strands, then you shouldn't raise any part. You should just apply the bleach solution on the hair like this. So I didn't raise any part on the closure because I want the closure highlights to pop. So the other highlights on the body of the wig may not pop as much, but I want the closure to pop. That was the difference I needed. So at this point I'm done adding highlights to the closure, so I left out the front part of the closure, and then I added highlight to the middle part of the closure and the back part and the other middle parts. So this is what the hair looks like after applying bleach solution. So I'm going to proceed to wash it. Washing this hair is a struggle, so what I did first was to rinse with cold water, and then I soaked it in conditioner, deep conditioner and cold water, so that I'll be able to detangle all the hair I raised or I squeezed. And that right there is the number of hair loss I got from detangling and combing the wig, and this is what it looks like after washing. So now I'm going to proceed to add in the highlights. So I said I was going to do ginger. Get a bowl, a clean bowl, add in hot water, not hot boiling water, over 70 degrees. Then some strands of hair were inside the water, so I just had to use my comb to pick them up. I'll proceed to add my Adore bleach liquid in ginger color. So this is like a semi-permanent dye. So I'm going to add the solution into the hot water, because we said, yeah, we wanted ginger highlights. So the highlights we got from the bleach powder is gold, but not really bright gold, but it's just gold. Then now we're going to change it. Change the highlights to the actual color that we needed, which is the ginger color. So I added the ginger Adore color to the hot water and stir. This is how it's looking like dark ginger color. I'd refer back to this when after bleaching the hair. I'm going to put the hair inside the bleach water so that the highlights can catch the color. Mind you, Adore only works on already bleached hair. That's why I had to, because it wouldn't take anything for me to put Adore into water and then dip this one inside. But if you had not used bleach powder and bleach solution to pick out what you want Adore to bleach, it will not bleach. So you have to first bleach with normal bleach powder and bleach solution before you proceed to this level. Because as you can see, the color is not affecting the black strands because they've not been bleached. There was it's not been colored, so it's not affecting the black strand. It's just the colored strand that the colored strand that the bleach will affect. So I went in to add more ado. After adding more ado solution, I used my comb to stir. As you can see, the color of the water is changing. It was darker before, but because the hair is beginning to consume the color solution inside the water, it's turning light. So what we're going to do next is to cover this up for about 15 minutes. I'm using a regular cellophane to cover up the container, the bowl. So I'm just going to cover it up, let it sit for 15 minutes before I open and continue the process. So at this point, 15 minutes is over, so it's time for me to take out the wig from this bleach solution. So I'm still going to stir for a bit before removing it. So this is me showing you what it looks like, and yeah, the color caught my closure, but notwithstanding, I'll fix that. So this is it. So the ginger color is now in. The hair has absorbed the ginger color, so the water is looking different from what it was. It was darker before, so now it's showing like yellow. So yeah, this is it. So I'm going to go in with my silicone mix to give it a soft and silk ending. So I'm going to add some adequate amount of silicone mix. After massaging the silicone mix into the wig, then I'm going to let it sit for a bit and let the wig absorb, or let the silicone mix take effect on the wig before I proceed to detangling. So this silicone mix is supposed to make it soft and silk and easy to detangle without having any hair loss. So after letting it sit for about 10 minutes, I'm going to proceed to detangle the wig. So I'm detangling with a brush because it's easier and it's softer. Now look at the texture of this hair after detangling. It's looking so silk and soft and smooth. I don't even know how to explain it. It looks so beautiful already. So this is how it's looking, and I'm going to rinse it with cold water afterwards. This brings us to the end of this video. Kindly watch out for part 2. In part 2, I'll be showing you how I styled this wig. Thank you for watching to the end. See you in the next episode.